Alright everybody, welcome back. Yeah, we started a project without you. My apologies, I always do this. We started fixing something without you. And it was that the car has no heat. I think I mentioned this in another video. So there's no heat coming out of the vents. And I'm aware of the usual reasons for this, but this reason really caught me off guard. And it's simply that the coolant comes out of the engine and flows into the dash, into the heater core and back out. There's a valve that opens and closes that passageway, and that valve is connected to the heater knob on the dash that you turn. That knob that you turn also opens up the door, so the flapper door in the heater core to allow air to pass through the coils and put the hot air out the vent. So I thought, well, it's going to be a clogged heater core, or the flapper vent isn't working, or the flapper in the engine bay isn't working. But it turned out to be none of those. So we we did a lot of troubleshooting, and I got some videos, but in the end, it's the flapper valve that comes out of the dash is right down here, and that opens and closes the valve. And on the high setting, it still wasn't working. And I was down there checking the cables and making sure the cable is moving the arm, and the flapper's actually moving, and then I thought, well, the heater core must be clogged, so we need to find a way to see if that's clogged, which required draining the fluid, which makes a huge mess, complete mess when doing it in this car. There's no drain bolt for it. You end up disconnecting hoses, and it runs down your arm, and it's the what did I call it? The coolant armpit shower. Yeah. But anyway, this little guy right down here. Zoom in. I'll just take you down here. This was the problem. This is the wire. This is the wire that goes to the heater knob. That is in the highest setting, the hottest setting that it will go. But when this flapper valve here, can I reach down? When it's here, does not open. Right? This would have been cold. This would have been hot, but this isn't coming out to hot. And I think what happened is when I painted the engine bay, I would have took this off, and when I put it back on, I didn't put this collar back in the right place. I didn't put the clamp on the sheathing back in the right place. So I drained all the fluid just to figure out that when it was in the hot setting, the screwdriver wouldn't go all the way through it. I couldn't push air through this. Now that I actually have it open like this, the screwdriver will go through and air will go through, and I got no problem. So I kind of drained all the coolant for nothing, but I guess there was no other way to put the screwdriver through to verify where this needed to be. So I'm glad I didn't order a part, but now we got to see if we can adjust this thing. I'm going to assume that it will pull out a bit more from the dash. We will see. This will be interesting. We'll see how this goes, but this is what the problem was, and it fooled me for a bit. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on. So let's see if we can fix this, put some coolant in it, start it up, and see what happens. Okay, we're going to push some air through the top hose and see what comes out of this hose. This would be the two ends of the heater core. Ugh. If I can. What happened? I didn't get to see. I think we're gonna need more air. Guess I could narrate a little bit. So I don't know, maybe we're seeing a little goo. I'm not sure. I installed this tube long ago because the catch can was filling. I needed to see if it was filling or troubleshoot. So I put that on there. But I don't know really what that is. Well, we know it's a milkshake. Looks like vanilla milkshake. But let's see if anything comes out. You guys got a good view? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Oh. That's just water. I'm guessing, yeah, cold nights now. Not running. And yeah, it's just condensation that builds up in the catch can. Adjuster valve thing off with the wire going to it, and continue troubleshooting. We need to make sure it sounds like there's a blockage in it. Well, it feels like there is, and it sounds like there is. I feel like it's that part right there. So even though I'm out of time, can we quickly take off that 8mm? This is how you always become late. As you keep thinking you can do a little more. Oops. And we know nothing's going to come out of this hose. Come on now, I just said nothing's going to come out of the hose. Can you see the hose? It's right by the axle boot. Yeah, I think you can. Yep. She might, that was her problem. Ah, such a high. Fix problems. Well, when they work. Yeah, there's no clog. All right, we're gonna call it. Huh? Interesting. So we know the problem. At some point, I've taken this all apart. Let's see if you can get this out of your way. Right there. At some point, taking this apart. This thinks it's hot. This is what really hot is. I think I just need to adjust that collar adjustment to pull the whole cable forward. Oh man, lesson learned on this one. Alright, we're going to continue this tomorrow. I'm late already. Huh. Nope. Yeah, the wire was caught on a piece of the HVAC, kind of like stuck in between the heater box. Oh, that was easy. Oh, an easy fix. Stuck between the heater box and the, I don't know, the other side of the heater box, where they sandwich together. Think of it. No leak. All right, yeah. Bled the whole coolant system, couldn't get hot heat in the cabin. Figured out it was the valve and the whole wire. Fixed that, put it all back together. Now I get coolant past the valve, but it's only 50 degrees on the hose going into the dash and 29, 30 degrees on the hose coming out of the dash. Yeah, I sprayed it with air and you guys would have seen it, but obviously there's some dirt and crud in there that needs like a hot water rinse through, flush, something like that, which means the heater core is going to have to come out and the dash is going to have to come out, and yeah, that'll be fun. So I guess we're just going to drive with semi heat. Maybe it'll work itself out. Never know. We'll see. Cheers all.